This here could be the coolest bait I have ever bought, but does it actually work? We're about to find out. I'm going to put it to the test. My name's Randy. You're watching Go Midwest Fishing, helping you catch more fish than the other guy. All right, so what did I actually buy? This is a robotic swimming lure. I bought it off Amazon. I think it was right around $25. There's a few different varieties, different colors. If you want the same one I got here, I'll put the link down below. You can go grab yourself one. But first, let's see if it actually works. All right, let's open up the box and see what's inside. So I love the packaging. It comes in a black box with some gold writing on it. It makes it feel like really expensive or something. So basically you get the swim lure, a bobber, a charging cord, the directions, and you get a bunch of, looks like leaders. I'm not sure what those are for. Just leaders to hook to it, I guess. All right, before you use it, you have to charge this thing up, and it has a regular USB plug here. Plug in your computer, your cell phone charger, anything like that. And then you put the positive hook to this top one and the negative hook to this bottom hook like that, and plug it in your computer, and it takes about 4 hours to charge up. So how does this thing actually work? It has a little battery and a motor in here, and it's got a propeller on the front. So just like any swim bait that you'd hook to your line, and as you're reeling it in, it makes the fish swim. Well, this has a little propeller on it, so the propeller moves it forward and makes the bait swim. And it's timed, I forget how often, but it kind of turns on and off. So like every 5 seconds it'll turn on, swim a little bit, and then it'll stop, turn on, swim a little bit. And it's got 2 little hooks on top here. So if you hook it to the back one, it'll tend to kind of slant down and swim downward. And the front hook, it's going to want to kind of swim upward. I just hooked myself. It's sharp. That's good. It's definitely made in China, though. The instructions here are kind of funny. It has a list of common problems here. I always get a kick out of these. One question is, what's the maximum weight the bait can bear, and if it whether it's easy to be torn by and bitten by the fish. And the answer says, the big fish can be pulled up if you are with good technology. I don't even know what that means. Basically, they're saying it's a disposable bait, so after it gets hit a few times, it might break, it's not going to last forever. So it's kind of an expensive bait to only use a few times, but I don't know, I'm kind of a sucker for new baits like this. So I got a swimming pool out back. We're going to hook this baby up. I'm going to put the cameras on it and see what it looks like, because tomorrow I'm going fishing with Reggie, and he bought one just like this. His is more of a perch color. Mine is looks kind of like a sucker minnow. So we'll have a little competition, see who catches more fish on these. So let's head out to the swimming pool and see what it looks like. All right, I got it connected to my fishing pole. I got my little Spydro underwater camera right there, so it's going to point down at it. And I got it hooked to the back one, so it should swim down, and maybe I'll test both of them. And I'm just going to dunk it in the pool. I also got the GoPro I'll try to put down and get a side view off it also. All right, here goes. Casting it out. Gotta make sure the camera turns on. Oh, there it goes. It's swimming around. Oh my gosh. It's so real looking. This is awesome. Okay, here it just stopped. Oh, now it goes again. It's like, it swims all erratically. Let's see if I can't give it some more line here. It's just, it's like going across the pool. So apparently it doesn't just stay in one spot. It's swimming all over the place. It's making my bobber jump up and down. Here, I'll put it like it pulls on the side of the boat here. I'll give you a look what it's doing in the pool. So here's what it looks like just swimming around in the pool. Look at it. It's so awesome. It's kind of twisting up my line there a little bit. But there it goes. It's pulling my bobber all over. I got a little floater on my camera there, so it acts as like a bobber. I think it said it's supposed to run for like an hour and a half or something like that. And it takes 4 hours to charge it, so you're not going to get a whole lot of use out of it each trip, but oh my gosh, I love it. All right, I'm going to hook it on the top. I'll stick my other camera down there, and we'll get a side view of it. Cool. All right, we'll stick the GoPro down there, see what it looks like. It just swims in circles. It swims all over the place. It doesn't really stay in one spot, but I think I need to do something the line doesn't get tangled up. There you go, fishy, swim away. Looks pretty real to me. I think I'd hit it if I was a fish. Here, get back over here. You're getting out of the view. Whoa. All right, so that's what it looks like swimming downward. Let's hook it to the front hook and see what it does swimming upward. Whoa! It just, the propeller's spinning when I pulled out. And it went zzz. It's supposed to shut off once it's out of the water. The water activates it, and it just automatically turns on, so there is no on-off switch. All right, so I'll dunk it back in and see what it looks like now. Oh, whoa, it's cutting up the side of the pool. Get over here. Oh, hey. I kind of like it swimming upward, but it keeps twisting my line up too, so I don't know. Look at it. See, it's all, there we go. Get it untwisted. Come on. Untwist. All right, there, I got her untwisted. Okay. Now let's see it. It is just wild. It definitely swims a little more wildly when it swims upward, but it does tangle up more too when you do it. Oh, I'll have to figure out a good way to do this tomorrow when I go fishing with it. Oh no! He hung himself up. Look at it, complete twisted in a knot. All right, I gotta fix this. All right, now I'll get a better view of it. It just keeps wanting to hit the edge of the pool. Oh. I don't know. I think I'm gonna like it though. It's pretty fun. Hey, get off the camera. It comes with a couple of extra props, so in case you do break one or the fish bites it off or whatever. Oh my gosh. It's just fun watching this thing. All right. Oh, he's wrapping up the GoPro. Get out of there. Yeah, I don't know. I think for the sake of fish, I may have to put it so it swims downward. Try not to get it all wrapped up in my line. All right, there you go. The robotic lure. It actually works. Looks really cool in the water. Now we just got to convince the fish to think so too. All right, we're gonna head out on the lake, so I'll see you out there. All right, got the little robotic lure hooked up. Let's watch it. There she goes. Swimming, swimming. Yep, there it goes. A little crazy. See if I can cast this whole thing out.
Probably.
It doesn't like to be pulled along, I don't think.
Those look pretty cool though. Yours is really fast. Mine doesn't go that
No? It boogies. Let's see yours.
See, mine
See,
just
it's in a little plastic case.
has a charger.
It's pretty much similar, yeah.
Couple
I got a
blades.
couple blades too.
And then this. All it is just
Yeah, it's a cheap bobber.
just tie it on, and then it goes on to the. I thought it said tie the bobber onto the.
Yeah, yours is a little bit different texture. Same deal though, got the feather in the mouth. Feather's supposed to be bent. Alright, let's see it. See it in action. I keep hearing mine jump out of the water.
Where'd it go?
It just swims off. It's
I was
like,
looking over there. Like, where the hell is it?
yeah, drifting along, it wants to fly out of the water. Comes mine. The propeller going. Yeah, so see it down there. So what you saw there was Rice Lake, Wisconsin. We tried it out on a really windy day, and the water there was filled with algae, so the visibility was really low, and the boat kept moving. And one thing I found out was this bait does not like it when you're pulling on it. It needs to be stationary underneath the bobber, and if you're pulling it along, it just kind of floats up to the surface and spins around. It doesn't work very well. So I tried it out a few times on the lake, didn't work so well. So what we did is I brought it on the next lake we went fishing to, which was Big Mackenzie. This lake is super clear, and it was a bright, sunny, calm day, and we just saw a few muskies swimming by the boat. So we're like, okay, this is the place to try this thing out. So I threw it overboard, and here's what happened. All right, we're putting on the robotic lure. Finally, I haven't had a good day to test this yet, but today it is calm with clear water, and there's musky around. Couldn't find a better spot to try this little baby. See if we can go catch a big one. And we should be able to see him on camera. I got the underwater camera right there. It's gonna be pointing at him. So let's hook him on the front one there. That makes him swim upward. It looks a little better. Make sure the camera turns on here. There he goes, swimming around. Oh, the bluegills are checking him out. Gonna leave this hanging over the side near the boat in case a muskie comes up or something, follows up and sees that. Oh, it's so good. Alright, spoiler alert, we didn't catch anything. Well, not on that bait anyway. We actually caught quite a few fish on the other baits. So what did we learn about this bait? Go over the pros and cons here. First, the good things about it is it looks like a real fish, and actually, to me it looks awesome. Like, if I was a fish, I'd bite the thing. If you go on the lake and you didn't have time to get some real minnows, you could always use this as a substitute. think it advertised it's supposed to last like an hour and a half. I got about 30 minutes of use out of it before it died. Now it takes 4 hours to charge up, so it kind of makes it almost useless to use unless you just, you know, try it out a few times here and there just for the fun of it. Most of all, it was just fun to use. I kind of enjoyed playing around with it, having a good time with it. I hope one of these days I'll actually catch something on it. Now for the things I didn't like so much about it. This thing is loud. Like, the underwater camera microphones really picked up the sound of this thing, and I'm sure the fish can hear that even louder than we can. So does it scare the fish? Does it attract them? I don't really know. The bluegills, they didn't seem to care at all that it was making noise. But I don't know, I'm yet to see a bigger fish approach it to find out, but hopefully I'll catch it on camera soon. And lastly, this thing gets tangled in the weeds. Okay, you're going to use this thing in probably the shallower water where there's weeds, because that's where the fish are. And because it swims all over the place, it finds those weeds and it gets tangled around in them. And that tiny little propeller gets caught up super easy. So I found myself constantly having to pull the bait out of the water, clean it off, and then put it back in. And you gotta kind of find an open area where there's not too many weeds around it to be able to use it. So the big question is, does it catch fish? Jury's still out on that one. I'm gonna keep trying. The open water season's pretty much over here. So I'm heading into ice fishing season, which I actually think is gonna work pretty good. Because normally I put out tip-ups with like a shiner or sucker minnow on it and just let it swim around. This thing's gonna mimic that pretty well. So I'm gonna throw it on a tip-up, see how it does on the ice. My only concern is the cold weather. The battery only lasts, you know, like 30 minutes as is. Put it in some freezing water and, you know, you might get 10 minutes of it. I don't know. I'll put a timer on it and see how long we actually get. Soon as I catch a fish on this thing, you guys will be the first to know. All right, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe if you haven't done that. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.